So yeah, it's official now. We've seen pretty much a hint on the Instagram of Jackson State with them packaging up the mascot head to be sent off. And of course, it will be sent off to ESPN's Lee Corso, who won't travel to College GameDay at Jackson State, of course. So I guess they're going to do some type of virtual thing to where he can present it virtually. And that's going to be better for him on the travel. I was looking at him last game, and I was like, man, isn't he pretty old to be traveling back and forth? You know, he's saying that he lives on the northwest coast, right? I think in Oregon area or Portland, somewhere in that area. I don't know exactly, but he's living, you know, and he has to travel constantly. And I just figured that would definitely take a toll on someone with, you know, his up there in age. And so here's the article saying for the third time this season, Lee Corso won't be on the road with the rest of his College GameDay crew. ESPN announced Friday that Corso will not travel to Jackson State due to health issues. And the company said that Corso is in good spirits and hoping to rejoin his peers on the road soon, quote unquote, soon. We never know when that is. But of course, you know, Jackson State, that would have been a great one for him to come to. But he's really up there in age. It remains unclear if the 87-year-old will participate in the show in any capacity this weekend. But I think it's pretty clear based off of Jackson State's Instagram, where they're showing they're putting plastic over the head of the tiger, and they're going to send that off somewhere. That's not just for packaging to go to the vet. That's packaging to be sent off somewhere. And you know, I'm sure that's not the only one they have. But that's one that they could use for Lee Corso to where he could present it virtually on College GameDay, you know, with a satellite, not satellite tower nowadays, but, you know, they just set up the cameras and stuff at his house and they just turn it to him, you know, whether it's Zoom or whatever. And they just kick it to him and he's going to do it from the crib. I think that should be a better move for him weekly. And they just pick spots, you know, based off his health, which places he go. But more than likely, he's going to stay at home 90% of the time and call the game from there. He don't have to be there in those elements, especially when it's cold out there. And especially with Jackson State, it's going to be bad weather. It's supposed to be 100% chance of rain. So no need for an 87-year-old to be sitting out there in those type of conditions down there in the South. You know, when they get thundering and lightning down south, it's like none other. You know, those thunderstorms down south is different. The update regarding Corso involvement with College GameDay this season comes after the longtime analyst missed two other editions of the show in 2022, of course, this year, due to health scare before the crew's trip to Clemson at the beginning of the month. He returned to set 2 weeks ago, of course, for the Alabama-Tennessee game at Tennessee after being cleared by his doctors and said that he was feeling much better. So I don't think they need to keep chancing it, even though he said, good, I feel good, Corso said October 15th. I tell you, I tell you, as he would say, I tell you, I had a hell of a scare. I was really worried because I went to the hospital because I was there and a nurse said, no wonder you're here. You said bad things about Clemson last week. That's why you're in the hospital, end quote. And then he also said, so I'm not saying another bad thing about Clemson ever again. With or without Corso, the rest of the GameDay crew will be on hand for the Boombox Classic between Jackson State and Southern. The Tigers, led by, of course, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, are looking to stay undefeated, but will have to get past their longtime SWAC rival to do so. College GameDay will be live from Jackson State at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, of course, October 29th. Kickoff against Southern is still scheduled for 2 p.m. Eastern. All right, for the coverage, of course, get with BIWGDOWG. He will have it live on his page. That page you're listening to right here. Of course, check it out. We're going live. It's going down. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, and we'll get back to you, man. Let's go. Jackson State by 21. I said it right here first. You're about to stay in peace and middle.